a lot of people were saying that they had banged up joints. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple videos. We're gonna do biceps in this video, then we're gonna do a tricep video to kind of get this started. But we're gonna do just some cable work. Now, sometimes when you're training hard and your joints get beat up, you just have to take a step back and you have to do stuff that doesn't hurt your joints. So I don't think the answer is always to just not train. I think sometimes you just have to figure out how to train, but not continue to sustain damage to your joints and then get into a situation where you need surgery. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a bicep workout with just cables. So this should be much easier on your joints. It should be a good little workaround in case your joints are beat up. And even if you're 100% healthy, it's still an awesome bicep workout. So there's a lot of value in this workout, whether you're injured or you're not injured. So we're going to do biceps. I'm going to show you probably my favorite. We'll figure out how many exercises we're going to do. Probably anywhere from 5 to 7 exercises for biceps that I like personally, and they've been in my routines on and off throughout the years. So we're going to start off with a cable curl. Very basic, right? And look at the attachment I have. You can use a straight bar if you want. I just like to have the little curve in it because I feel it's easier on your wrist. So basically when I do a cable curl, I'm pinning my elbows against my side. I'm pinning my elbows right there. I'm not curling like this. Stick your elbows in, keep them tight, and just flex your biceps as you go through the motion. Up, down, just like this. This is a great exercise to really flex hard too. You can flex your bicep really hard here. This is a great place to start though, just a good old cable curl. Okay, next up, all we did was change the attachments. So this rope has been through some training, right? Look at that rope. So now we're gonna do a rope curl. Now, this trains a variety of muscles. Does train your bicep, but it's also gonna hit your brachioradialis really hard. That's this muscle right here. Gives your arm that kind of thick, manly look to it. And also trains your brachialis, which is the muscle in here. So this is a great movement for a variety of muscles in your arm. When the brachialis develops, it pushes your bis and tris out, makes your arm look wider. And of course, this here gives you that thick, powerful, strong look to your arm. So this is, it's just a rope hammer curl. Same thing, pin your elbows in to start the movement. Now what I do on these is once I come up, I will push my elbows forward a little. So this way, and what I'm doing is I'm flexing this part of my arm really hard to get extra forearm work. So now you could stand here and just come up to here too. That works too. I just like to get in that little extra squeeze. So the third exercise is going to be, I believe these are called Crucifix Curls. It's where you stand in a cable machine and you could just curl like you're doing a bicep pose. Now, if you're short like me, you can use these, grips where you can actually grip it and squeeze hard. This isn't totally spongy, but it's a softer grip, which I like. But if you're a little taller, you might need to use this metal D handle. See the difference here? This is shorter. And what that means is you can stretch more. And then if you're really tall, you could actually do this on your knees. So let me do some reps like this. So it's just like you're doing a bicep pose. You're just cranking up like this. Now I like to kind of supinate my wrists a little. I like to turn and squeeze. So like that. Come all the way out. There's zero stress on your joints on this, so you don't have to worry about tearing your bicep or hurting your elbow. So go ahead and come all the way up. All the way up. Now again, if you're real tall and your arm, the cables are bottoming out, you can just do them this way. Okay, next up we have a single arm cable curl. I'm not sure what else you'd call it. Normally when we're trying to stretch our biceps, we'll do something like an incline dumbbell curl where you let your arms hang down, you're laying back on an incline. You can kind of simulate that on this. So I'm gonna lean forward, I'm letting my bicep stretch, so it's in the stretch position here. Now you can put either leg forward. I'm putting this leg forward, it doesn't matter. So a real good stretch and curl up, squeeze real hard. So I would call this a single arm low cable curl. But make sure you get that stretch. Let it come back and stretch. All right, next up, this might be my favorite. It's actually just a reverse curl. So we started with the regular cable curl. This is just a reverse curl. So again, it's a lot of forearm in addition to your bicep. Same thing though, you tuck your elbows in, curl up and flex. Keep those elbows in, flex hard. Anything that incorporates some brachioradialis, I always thought that was a really cool muscle to have developed. So. Okay, next up we have a cable curl. It's a behind your head cable curl on a lat pull down. Now, honestly, I don't do these too much because my wrists aren't real flexible. And see, my wrists tend to be kind of this way. It's hard to get them all the way around. And this one requires full supination. But it doesn't mean it's a bad exercise. It just means it's probably not the best exercise for me. So it is a good exercise though. So play around with your grip. For me, I gotta come in real close, but see where your grip feels the best for you and for your wrists. And you just curl behind your head. It's as simple as that. Okay, last up, if you have a bench, you could make a preacher curl. So you can do a single arm cable preacher curl. Real simple. Get the arm down here, and don't have it up here, put it down here. Put your elbow into the pad. And just straight up. Line up your forearm. You don't want to be like this or like that. Just line everything up and come straight up. Real simple. All right, so we ended up doing 7 exercises, so hopefully that gave you plenty to choose from. Again, if your joints are beat up, it's a great alternative. But even if your joints aren't beat up, you can turn that into a good workout. What I would do is I'd probably pick 3 or 4 exercises, and I would probably do 3 to 4 sets to failure on each one. And the nice thing is, in terms of sequential order of exercises, since it's a cable, it's not really tearing your joints up, so you can do it in any order you want. I know sometimes I talk about with a barbell and dumbbells, a specific order I like, but with cables, you can mix it up however you want. So 3 to 4 sets of 3 to 4 exercises should be plenty. Plus you can take them to failure. You're not beating your joints up. You're not stressing your CNS. You're not overtraining. So cables are very easy